Hello, I'm Mark Abadi, and this is Mark's Moments on stereotypes. Stereotypes are like rules of thumb. They are generalizations that we use to get us through the world. Without them, we would really be in a mess. Some examples of rules of thumbs that we use are, for example, this chair that I'm sat on right now. I had the rule of thumb in my head, or schema, psychologists call it. I had the schema in my head that when I sat down on the chair, it wasn't going to collapse underneath me, because chairs don't. They're for sitting on. The same rule of thumb was this balcony. It wasn't going to collapse when I walked out on it. If I didn't have these rules of thumb, my world and my life would be very confusing, because every moment I would be very cautiously moving through the world. I wouldn't be able to take a breath in case suddenly the oxygen had got poisoned. Every breath I would be concerned. But no, because I've got rules of thumb in my head, these rules of thumb have enabled me to carry on through life, to make generalizations as I go through life. I have the generalization a copper will help me if I go up to him and ask for help. Depends what country you're in, but generally that's the case. However, these rules of thumb can be applied in terms of stereotypes, and they are. For example, stereotypes towards Jews or Christians or Muslims or terrorists, or stereotypes towards Hindus or Pakistanis or Jews or, let's say Jews, or blacks or Chinese. So all these stereotypes are rules of thumb. Now, the problem with rules of thumb towards people is that not only are they reading your expectation of them and responding accordingly to it, but they are interacting with your expectation. And your expectation forms a kind of submask in front of them, filtering any of the information that you might get from them. So this mask, so you come up to someone with a certain expectation of who they are and what they know, that mask will form a filter, and you will miss lots of key bits of information because of your own biases. Now, you can't help these. Stereotypes and schemas, they're part of our everyday life. But you can recognize them when you've got them. And you can recognize them and challenge them. And the more you challenge them, the more free you become from any single belief system. Now, that doesn't mean you free yourself from beliefs, because unfortunately, as a human, we have these systems in place which mean we have to have beliefs. Can't let go of beliefs. But you can detach from the attachment of them. You can let go of the fuel that you feed one particular strand. And if you feed many strands, beliefs, so I have the belief that Jews are like this, I'm going to challenge that belief and hold the counter belief at the same time. Oh, and there's a slight contradiction, yet some of my energy goes here, some here, and suddenly I free myself from the unidirectional approach that I've been taking. And I suddenly go like this, and I see things from other perspectives. And although I can't free myself from my beliefs, I can free myself from the trap of any single belief, any single direction. And that's very important, because it means you become flexible. And it looks like you're freed from opinions, because in effect, you're not taking away opinions from yourself, you're adding opinions. You can't take away, you can only ever add. And it's in this addition of other opinions and other perspectives that your flexibility expands, and that you as an individual expand. So great, keep expanding, keep adding to yourself. It's not about compressing, subtracting, limiting. It's about expanding, it's about increasing, it's about more. All encompassing, all accepting, all of you. Well done. Mark's Moments, signing out.